back to another Madden sim. Today, well, Chromebook, you think you have a free win, but I can guarantee you we're going to figure out who the frauds are today. I have a few ideas, but I'm not 100%. I never posted this week. Criminy, I need to do better. I am an idiot. So what are we on, week 10? Yikes, we have a horrible Thursday night football game. How did I not post the schedule? I don't know. Let me go ahead and get those through quick. So since we're here, let's go see what games I'm going to make prime time. You guys can help me decide if you're quick. Yeah, Bengals, Texans, and then... No, we're on week 10. Actually... Browns, Ravens? No, Cardinals, Falcons. There we go, there's your schedule. And let's head to Chicago for our first game of the week. I got a short week for both these teams. Jalen Ramsey might bring some help to this Bears team. Nice schedule. Did I mess up? Was I being sarcastic? Yeah, I messed up. I'll fix it later so it looks normal again. I just didn't have time. Here we go. Panthers, Bears. And remember, we gotta do that whole unplugging everything in order for me to actually see it. Yes, I know, it's a different font. Alrighty. Panthers are up 6, but the Bears do have the ball. Fumble by Deion Jones. And 9-3. 9-10, it's a close one. 1st and 10 for the Bears. Knee, game. 10-9. That's a crazy score. Bears get a win. Yeah, Chromebook definitely couldn't be you in a little bit. Bears scored 10 in back-to-back weeks, but ended up going 1-1. Wow. Next we got Colts and Patriots. Patriots. way down at the bottom. Alright, Patriots trying to catch the Bills. And they're playing a blue team. They just beat the Commanders by 10. So I would say this Patriots team, like we've seen every other week, is a very 50-50 team. It really depends if they show up. And the Colts, this is a game you should show up and you should dominate. And here we have a 14-6 game. 21-6, 21-9. Colts got to get something other than a field goal. And the Patriots score a 50 bomb. Like I said, it's a 50-50 type of team. Anthony Richardson, that's a great game, but your picks. Your picks, Anthony. Marcus Jones, Jack Jones, and Adrian Phillips cannot have 3 picks to lead to a 50-point game for the Patriots. Patriots are for some reason not even in the AFC playoff standings. They are sitting right outside. I'm assuming after this week they will be in. But a very surprising W for that gigantic game. The Patriots have a number 9 offense, number 3 defense. They are a team to be trifled with in the future. Now we have our game, which is prime time. We have Houston headed to the Bengals. Now, this game, usually if a team scores 0, we don't give them prime time in the next week. But they scored 0 against the Bills. Their offense is trash. The Texans' offense is trash. But it's the number 1 defense versus the number 10 defense. So if the Bengals scored last week, there's no shot they score again this week. Like, the Bengals, 4 games in a row, are playing amazing teams. This is where the Bengals could definitely fall out of the playoffs. For good. Like, Stock, why are you cheering for the Bengals? Do you have the Texans pick? I don't know. The Texans have the number 1 defense, and the Bengals didn't score last week. That's really the storyline right here. Is can the Bengals actually put points on the board? They do. A lot more than they did last week. And there is a 17-14 game, 17-21, 21-20, 28-20, 35-20. The Bengals, ooh, this one could be close. No, it won't. The Bengals get a interception by Jermaine Pratt. That pulls off a dub. And Gino with those 2 picks, that is really what cost him. Both by Jermaine Pratt, actually. Bengals score a 52. I could definitely see the entire AFC North making it right now. The only people who might have a chance would be, I think, the Patriots and maybe the Chiefs. Chargers also potentially. Chiefs are kind of like the long shot. But dang, big win right there. They just saved all their points for this week. And now we will head to Jacksonville. Jacksonville coming off a bye week. CMC coming off absolutely tearing up some teams. Yes, Stock, your bye is this week. Jaguars are down 6 overall to the 49ers, but the 49ers, well, they've been struggling to prove consistency. For the 49ers, this is a game you should win, but I guess they don't technically have to. They want to potentially do something, but Jalen Hurts has not been able to do that. Here we go. We got 10-0, 17-0, 24-0. And this game could get out of hand really quickly in the second half. And out of hand it did. Can they get a stop? No, 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 they cannot. What just happened? Penalties on the offense and defense. 4th and 13, that'll end the game. Jaguars almost made a gigantic comeback. Yeah. Almost identical stat lines except for one more pick from Carr. That was the determining factor. Good morning, Rect. It's 3 in the afternoon, but whatever you say. Jaguars now 3-6 as the Texans. Yikes. Alright. No way. The Vikings will play the Saints and then the Broncos. 2 top teams. Both 2 seeds actually at the moment. The Vikings are at home. And you know what? Glaven's team has always been known to pull off some stupid crap. I don't want to put too much pressure on the Vikings, but we could see it here. Saints are going to be first on the board. And the defense from the Vikings is holding okay. But the offense needs to start clicking. That's a 21-7 lead, 21-10, 28-10. It's a 3-score lead. And the Saints will win by a large margin of victory. Dak Prescott is fitting in here perfectly. Kirk Cousins still throwing picks. Marshawn Lattimore. He just is doing enough. We got 2-8. It's hard to come back from that. Steelers. They're going to end their last couple games of easy wins this week with the Packers, and then they'll play 2 division rivals, and that will be interesting. I hate how this entire division is just good. Overalls are very similar in this game, but records are almost polar opposites. 7-1 versus 6-2. Here we go. Packers going to score 7 straight up. Jordan Love. Is he that guy in Madden? He's not the guy in real life, but is he there in real life? He isn't there in real life. That's what I meant. And the Steelers come back. And with a just stagnant offense, the Packers can't do squat. What's up, Cy? What's up, Bang? What's your fit? Literally single red. Sheesh. 100 yards short, Jordan Love. Bang, yes, they are free. Steelers will remain the #1 seed. With a pretty big victory. I want to see this. Steelers suck on offense, but their defense is #4, and that's what's carrying them to victories. All right. Browns at Ravens. What's up, Benwo? Got water stuck. Game plan, get 5 sacks. That's a crazy stat line for the Ravens. All right, number 2 offense versus the number 5 offense, and number 23 defense versus the number 19 defense. You'd think the Ravens defense would be a lot better, being the highest ranked in the league, maybe second to the Eagles. But I think the Ravens do have overalls while the Eagles are younger. So I do think they are a little bit better, but they just are not clicking like it is. Here we go. 7-0-7-7. And Ravens now up 10-24. Browns, get your offense and do something. They will. Can they get a stop here? They won't. Oh, it all comes down to those stops. You gotta get them. Almost came back, but man, you gotta win that game. Josh Jacobs, another crazy one. Najee, a lot less crazy of a game, but still respectable. Man, this AFC North. 8-2, 8-1, 6-3, 4-5. All right, Tennessee. Versus the Bucks. Bucks last week lost by 10 to the Texans, and are 5-3 right now. Want to maybe move up to 6-3, trying to catch the Saints, trying to avoid losing out to the Falcons and Panthers, close on their heels. This is another division that is really closely packed, and we could have anybody pretty much come out of it. It's a huge game for the Saints and Buccaneers. Titans really are going to be bottom feeders anyways. And no scores in the first quarter. Interception by Levante David. Packers get 3. I got the Bucks winning, but now I don't. Come on, Bucks, you got to get something going. You can't score 7. Okay, you can't have Ryan Tannehill throw for 80 yards and beat you. Eight for 15. Jeez. What? Running back. How did they win? $80 yards, and you give up 20 points. Bucks, you gotta get something going on offense. Your quarterback's Baker Mayfield, I think, isn't it? Josh Jacobs is just crazy. Interception gave them good position. I mean, yeah, but it was only 1. Alright, here's one we've been waiting for. Marco versus Wrecked. Wrecked has been able to squeak past minimal victories over the last couple teams he's played. He beat Frosty. He beat Andre. Two really good competitors last season. Granted, no Super Bowls. But Tanner breakout on the offense. And for some reason, both of these teams are very evenly matched. Granted, in different ways, but like ultimately they are very close in offense and very close in defense. I think I would give the Falcons the edge just because they have a better team, but the Cardinals just seem to stun me every single week in and out. They are playing at home, and they've been winning games. And Falcons on the board first. Cardinals on the board. We have yet to hop into a single game. And this one is going to be 13-10 going into halftime. Falcons get a 10-point lead, now 17. 27-17, 34-17. And the Falcons will win by double digits. No. This is real life rosters, Nimbo. Desmond Ridder. That'll put the Cardinals at 5-5. Whoever comes out of this division is going to come out by like one game. You got 5-5, 4-4, 5-4, and the Rams put up a pretty good game a couple of weeks ago. Alright, we get to go see the Chargers. You know what? The Lions are one of my favorite teams to watch right now. After that game they had against the Raiders, and the Chargers put up a 35-0. Defensively, these teams are both great. Offensively, the Chargers are awful. Herbie Herbert and Austin Eckler have not been able to do diddly squat. Here we go in SoFi. Also, just a little plug. We have my pick'em coming out in a little bit. I still need to edit that and post it before I go to class, but we should be good to go. Alright, here we go. We got Tevin. We got Tevin, guys. 17-14 going into halftime. The Lions up 3. And third quarter is slow points-wise. But the Chargers able to... And my screen went black. And they get the extra point. Chargers. 4th and 4. They will kick it. Tie game. Perfect. I love hopping in and watching these two teams play. And it is a 24-24 game. In the fourth quarter, 159, 1st and 10 for Jared Goff and the Lions. Going to take a quick little check down to number 5, Montgomery. Chargers, this is where your number 2 defense in the league needs to hop on. I love tacos. I agree. If Saints and Eagles go against each other, would that be game of the week? Probably. All right, Montgomery going to run again. 18 for 110, touchdown is great. Lions are 4-4. They don't play like a 4-4 team. Well, I guess they do. They play awful, and then they play good. And that's about it. Here's Jared. Going to be throwing a Monra. That is just going to be a check down for a gain of 4. We have seen Jameson come in clutch. There you see him on the left side of the field. He's going to slant in. There we go. Jameson going to catch up for 5. Only 4 incomplete passes today for the offense for the Lions. 3rd and 1. They have both teams have all 3 timeouts. We could probably see those start being used after this one. This one, Goff going to drop back, throws the tight end. That's Sam Laporta. Seconds. 36, my bad. There we got ISO up top. I'm calling streak. You gotta streak that. They don't. They call it in slant, and it's picked off. Oh my goodness, is that Derwin James? No, it's Kenneth Murray. He has had a season as well. You gotta run the 1v1. Alright, that is the first turnover of the game. 32 seconds for the Chargers. And free split! That is a huge sack and a wasted timeout and 5 seconds off the clock and a loss of 6 yards. The Lions defense got there and a swat and a half. Cameron Dicker needs to get to 39, so it'd be about a 50-yard kick. 3rd and 16. That red line does not matter. It's going to be a handoff. Eckler. He gets it. Wow, you got to stop that. Herbert, slant. Almost in the field goal range. 2nd and 2. 15 seconds. They might just go for the kick here. They will. Never mind, they're going to go end zone. They don't think their kicker can kick it from here. Herbert. It's going to be 55 yards in the air. And it is out the back of the end zone. We're headed to OT. Both teams had a shot. But those defenses, we've seen are really good. I don't know, on that 3rd and 16, Lions got to make a stop there. Lions get the toss. Alright, Chargers have all the momentum right now, but the Lions could easily get it back. .535 in OT. And now you got to use Montgomery to your advantage. He's going to lose 2. That is not good. We got Jameson on the bottom. And Goff going to take a shot out of bounds. Goff is not happy. They run in trips right with the tight end down at the bottom. Trevor has most of the day, and he's going to be sacked. Khalil Mack. 4th and 28. Yeah, you're going to be forced to punt there. You got to have it be a deep one, too. Lions, there's the drop kick. And it's going to be fair caught at the 48. All they need is a field goal, and they are in range, too. Alright. Herbert, the check down to Eckler, and they're going to bring him down shy. That is a great defensive stop. And there's the handoff to Eckler. He's going to get 3 yards. All right, Lions defense, you got to clutch this up for your offense. Herbert fires. Caught. Wow, Williams with a great catch. I thought that was dropped. He's dicing up the defense. And what a pop. Dang. All right, Herbert throwing, caught. Mark Andrews. This is the first time we've seen him. First and goal. Chargers need a touchdown to win it. Herbert throwing. Keenan Allen kept out of the goal line. Alright, they're going to run it up the middle. And they're going to stop him. Barnes with the defense. They're still playing. 2-minute warning. Third and goal. The defense was there. Ooh, we gotta pick that. Fourth and goal. It'll be a 20-yard field goal for the win. And he doesn't shank it. Dang it. Chargers will end up winning. Chargers now 6-3, catching the Broncos. Alright, we have a revenge game for the Cowboys, trying to get the division tiebreaker back from the Giants. As a Commander right now, I'd love for this team or this game to end in like a tie, but I don't think that'll happen. Cowboys are at home this game, and that is a huge 2-score lead. Now 3. Now 3 still, but it's the max 3. Adoree Jackson with the fumble recovery only leading to 3. 14-point game. And this game is insurmountable. That was the revenge game they were waiting for. Everything clicked. Literally everything. The sacks were there, the picks were there. That's the Daniel Jones we're used to seeing. Good bounce back game against the Eagles. Alright, Commanders at Seahawks. I need to beat Frosty. If I want to have any chance at making the playoffs with the Commanders, this is the do or die scenario right here. We are the better team. We have Tyreek Hill and Terry McLaurin. We just don't have a quarterback that can get it to them. If this season goes bad, the Commanders might full-on sell for draft picks. There's 7-0, 7-3, 10-3, 17-3, 17-6, and that's your halftime score. 17-9, 20-9. Get more points on the board, Commanders! Stop throwing it to Jahan Dotson. You have 2 of the best wide receivers on your team right now. You're down 3. There you go. Yep, Broncos and Chiefs on Sunday again. And there's McLaurin. You got Tyreek Hill and McLaurin out there. Here's the hand. It's play action. And he's going to just throw it away. Come on, Howell. Get it in the end zone. Howell, throw it away! You will. Howell has 2 touchdowns, 1 pick today. 3rd and 10. You do have the field goal, so you don't have to throw a pick here. Howell taking a shot, incomplete. That was a little risky. And to Dotson. Why are you throwing that to Dotson? I do not know. And I just got to hope our defense can hold C.J. Stroud. Yeah, I don't know why you're not throwing it to Tyreek or Terry McLaurin. Your top 2 wide receivers. Potentially the best wide receiver duo in the league. Potentially both the best wide receivers in the league. Alright, and what a stop by 52. DK is having himself a day. For some reason, no timeouts, so those are just gigantic chunk plays. Alright, there's the handoff. And they're going to stuff him. What overall is Josh Jacobs? I think he's 97. And no, I'm not going to check after because we're just going to get rosters. And Stroud going to throw incomplete. Alright, 3rd and 7. If they don't get it here, they will just probably send this to overtime. And there's the handoff, and they're going to stop him. Commanders, that's a great timeout. I would have called that as well. 4th and 2. And it is a pretty good punt to the 25 and mixed out to the 35. Got about 10 off of it as the Commanders now have momentum. Howell, we don't want to send this to overtime with the best 2 wide receivers. Throw it up. You got both of them on the left side. Howell throws a pick 6. What type of throw? Throw it to your best wide receivers. Come on. Howell. How do you not see him? Oh my gosh. I didn't think Howell would be this poverty. Good play, Howell. Okay, you got ISO down at the bottom. Howell has the arm, and it's incomplete. ESJ, I don't think so. I am reconsidering the whole going all in, but like, you gotta use Tyreek Hill more than that. Because Tyreek Hill could be a trade piece to go up and get the #1 overall pick, which might be the Commanders. Dang, you just can't win those 1-possession games. Alright, we got Jets, Raiders. Raiders, they can go on a streak here. Get 3 in a row. 6-6, sitting even. Not a bad spot to be. With a tiebreaker over division. I don't think I'd want to win here, but Raiders up 7. 7s, 14-7. Aaron Rodgers is actually scoring this game. Marcus Epps with a pick. 28-21. And Rodgers cannot get it in the end zone. And that's going to lead to another L for the Jets. Jimmy G. Aaron Rodgers. He can't throw picks.
That sounded like it hurt.
It did. A lot. Holy crap.
Elbow?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Holy crap. I'd do it again if I could guarantee that we're winning this game. Game of the week. Both pretty even offenses. Bills are still top 10. And pretty even defenses. The Bills just do not allow touchdowns. DeMar Hamlin with an upgrade. Yes, I've drank an apple juice before. Alright, we got Bills at Broncos. No, Broncos at Bills. And Monday night. Alright, Broncos first on the board with 7, now 14. 14-3. 21-3. 21-6, that's your halftime score. Broncos have not given up any touchdowns this game thus far. And it will stay that way. Wow. Second half shutout. Alright, Kenny Pickett. Also, why is our fullback throwing the ball? I don't know if I necessarily like that. Josie Jewell with the pick. Broncos have led the league, I think, in interceptions, or at least the top 2 leading in interceptions, being Justin Simmons and Patrick Surtain. They've had lots of picks this season. I'd like to play Tua again, but Bills will lose. Now Derrick Henry back in that top 3. How would it be rigged? I built together a good team. Alright, there are your final scores this week. Top scorer, the Bengals. No, Patriots with 50. Lowest scoring was the Bills with 6. Cooper Kupp still over 1,000 yards, leading by over 250. Kirk Cousins is your top quarterback. Josh Jacobs is your top running back. TJ Watt with the most sacks. Derwin James Jr. with 5 picks. And let's go to the next week. What looks sus? The Broncos going 8-1? Why would I let the Chiefs beat me? Marvin Mims. It wasn't 26-4, but alright. And games next week. Games to look out for. Cardinals, Texans, Bucks, 49ers, Bengals, Ravens. Oh, we got AFC matchups everywhere. You could leave the light on though. Thank you.
Where are you going?
I'm going to class.
You have a class?
Yeah, and then I'm out of here in like a couple minutes because I have class as well.
Oh, then I'm not going. See ya.
See ya. I don't know why people just come in here. Anyways, here we go. The AFC Steelers still up top. They do have a tiebreaker over the Broncos. What is that tiebreaker? Division record. So Steelers could definitely lose that. So it's Steelers, Broncos, Ravens, Bills, Chargers, Bengals, Texans, Patriots, Browns, Titans, Chiefs, Raiders, Jets, Jags, Colts, and Dolphins. In the NFC, we got the Eagles, Saints, Falcons, Bucks, Seahawks, 49ers, Cowboys, Cardinals, Lions, Panthers, Giants, Bears, Rams, Packers, Vikings, and Commanders. Whew. I swear I'm trying to win as the Commanders. I really am. So do we potentially have... We have yearly awards. Kenny Pickett, come on. I thought we were doing great. Lamar Jackson, Mac Jones, Jared Goff, Desmond Ridder, Trevor Lawrence, Kenny Pickett, TJ Watt, Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott, and Joe Burrow. Dang, TJ Watt, we actually have a defensive player up in the MVP race, and Kenny Pickett's actually there as well. Coach of the Year going to Sean Payton. We want to look at the OPOY. Yes, it's Josh Jacobs. Yes, it's TJ Watt. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Marvin Mims. We would love to see that. Anthony Richardson also there. Jaleel McLaughlin. We have 2 Broncos. Dang, busy. Devon A-Chain, he might get a little bit better now that he's starting officially. And Nate Atkins, didn't realize I had him on my team. Defensive-wise, not really anybody I really know. Best quarterback, Kenny Pickett, Josh Jacobs, Tyler Lockett, Elton Jenkins, Vaughn, TJ, Derwin, Cameron, and OPOY, we got Cooper, obviously, Micah, JSN. We got Laporte up there, Tank Dell, Addison, Puka Nakua, Jameer Gibbs. Defensive-wise, Jalen Carter's been playing great. Gonzalez just killed that. Devon Witherspoon is there, but I don't think he's going to be good enough to contend with the people at the top. Best running back, Saquon, Cooper Kupp, Zach, Micah, Danielle Hunter. We kind of already knew these. Isaiah Rodgers is actually there. And Brett Maher. We will look at the overall NFL. We got Kirk Cousins leading with pass completions. It is also Kirk. Most touchdowns, Kenny Pickett. Least amount of ints is Mac. Most ints is Sam Howell. Longest pass this year, Matthew Stafford. Who's been sacked the most? Mac Jones. And Daniel Jones. Dang. Rushing wise, who's had the longest run? Samaje Perine and Joe Mixon. Who has had the most fumbles? Oh, not that many. Najee with 10, Josh Jacobs and Samaje. Blocking, who's been the worst? Oh my gosh, Garrett Bowles. Who could have guessed that one? Defense, sacks wise. Alright, TFLs are pretty good as well. Micah, Will Anderson, TJ. Yep. Well, I think that's good enough. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys all later. I'm going to try to get all of those done in my next class so everything will be updated. Next sim, we are looking at Monday. I know it's a while, but it's what I can fit in my schedule. Axel, I've been meaning to talk to you about Friday being rosters. I can't do it. So we're looking at Thursday being tonight. After stream potentially. We could also maybe do Sunday at some point. I don't know. Friday I'm not able to do it apparently. Anyway, thank you guys all for watching. Hope to see you guys all in the next stream.